another man done a full go around, but this time, unfortunately, it was Roy Bookbinder himself, who was one of my big guitar and musical heroes because he was just such a unique character and he had such a unique voice. Well, not just on the guitar, but his singing voice too. And I think there are people out there who are amazing at playing guitar or they can sing incredibly, and there's maybe a third kind of person who are the best storytellers. And I think it's really rare to find someone who was all three, but Roy for sure checked out two of the boxes. Maybe he wasn't the best singer in a sense that you wouldn't compare him to, Robert Plant or Pavarotti or something like that. But he really had a unique singing voice, a unique voice both literally and figuratively, how he approached playing songs and writing lyrics. Just, I keep coming back to him as one of those great American storytellers. And yes, he wasn't writing books per se. It wasn't literature, but it was folklore. It was culture in a musical form. And I do want to emphasize that his guitar playing was up there with you know he could play as well as any of your big guitar heroes. You know, I was talking about finger picking. He was definitely a legend, and you know, I kind of feel that a lot of people associate the homespun tapes, that C rag that is on YouTube. But and he could play the hell out of a rack for sure, but he was so much more versatile than that. And this is actually what I really enjoy in his music, listening to his CDs, albums, that there's variety, there's color. He's not just playing, the same blues over and over again with different lyrics, but he has amazing songs. So listen to well, two of the records. I think the biggest ones are Buckaroo from '88. I think that's just a classic, has to be up there in the top 10 acoustic guitar albums or acoustic albums, because there are a lot of other instruments, fiddle, clarinet, maybe that's on the other one. But the point is there are great songs, a lot of great instruments, great picking on there. And the other CD is The Good Book, I think from the 2010s. I really dig that too. And both albums have, once again, amazing stories. You can listen to and feel the lyrics. It's not about my baby left me. I think it's high art in a blues form. So what I just played, Jim Dundon, I think is a great example of something that sounds simple, but it takes you with it. A really nice groove and the really powerful lyrics that feels funny, but there are deeper layers. There's truth in it, but it's sung in a way that it also makes you feel good, not depressive, but you can think about the meaning of alcoholism and alcohol and what it does to you. Now, I never actually met Roy in terms of I never spoke to him, but I did see him live when I was living in Houston. He came to the Mucky Duck. It was an awesome show, and the fans were lining up to talk to him afterwards. I'm not that sort of a person who enjoys, going up to musicians in a setting like this. but I do, you know, pity the opportunity. I should have picked his brain about some of his playing, but at least I got to see him live. But the good thing for all of us is Roy not just left a lot of amazing material out there, a lot of songs and playing, but he also made a lot of guitar tuition. So you can learn a lot of his songs and techniques from himself through Homespan. Tom Feldman has the Good Book DVD, which I highly recommend. Stefan Grossman, I think there are other uh, sources out there. He made a lot of tuition, which I am truly thankful for, because we can still carry on his music. And there's this kind of a cliche saying that you die twice, once when your body dies, and then the second time when people forget about you. So let's not do that. So let's keep playing his songs. Hopefully, I think he's well known enough, so there has to be a bunch of people out there. And as Steve James and Roy Bookbinder carried the torch from the original bluesman, from Reverend Gary Davis and so on, there has to be a next generation. I'm not saying I'm that person, but we can be someone who try to play this music and show it to some people. So that's I guess the point of this video.